Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
The Jackson County Fair Board, in conjunction with Total Media, proudly present Neil McCoy. Neil McCoy. Saturday, July 15th at the Jackson County Fair. VIP track access seats now available for only $30, which includes admission to the fair. Get tickets now at JacksonCooHFair.com or at the Total Media Studios in Jackson.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. It is Thursday, and our good friend Pete Wilson is here with his Jackson Ironman red shirt on, which I think I know what that might mean for this evening.
It's baseball time later on.
Baseball game in the works.
And how about that? The weather improving just in time, so I'm not going to freeze my buns off.
That's a good thing. And you know what else it may, the weather improving is going to help? The Wild Turkey Festival kickoff.
No, I tell you what, I had faith in the weatherman in my cell phone. Said the weather was going to be good. So the headline in Wednesday's paper was "Sun will shine on the 37th Wild Turkey Festival."
Well, you are optimistic.
I don't want to be a liar. But I think it still will.
I think you're right. It's looking pretty good for the Wild Turkey Festival coming up, and of course the baseball game tonight. So we're excited about that. Do want to thank our good friend Nia Henry, agent for Appalachia Realty, giving us a sponsorship for the show and the morning news update. So thank you to Nia for that. Give her a call if you need any real estate information. So what the heck is going on, Pete? There's always a lot going on.
There is a lot going on, and I'm dizzy. That's how much is going on.
Yeah, you were a little frazzled
things that are
yesterday.
happening, things that will happen. Well, I'm frazzled now. What are you talking about?
He's like, there's all this stuff going on.
Right.
There's only one Pete Wilson.
And it's all important. Well, we got a lot of other people to help.
You do have a lot of help. Great help.
Absolutely. Great help, actually.
Yes.
So, yes, we're going to start off with, of course, the Wild Turkey Festival because it starts today.
Yes, it does.
At 5 o'clock, it will kick off on the downtown streets of MacArthur. And for the uninformed, it will continue through Sunday.
Okay.
And it looks like, with the weather forecast being favorable and with the hard work the Wild Turkey Festival Committee has done. We heard about that a little bit earlier in the week when you had, the guests in, the royalty, Queen Laken Williams,
yes.
Second Lieutenant Bailey Williams, and committee member Chris Cram.
Yep.
We know that they've got a great program lined up. And the weather was the big variable, and it looks like it's going to be very good. Maybe not a drop of rain and pleasant temperatures, not too hot or whatever. But it all starts today at 5 o'clock. That is when the festival booths open. There'll be some sort of opening ceremony, I'm sure. The big event tonight is always a fun event. It seems to go over well at the festivals. It is the karaoke contest.
Yes, and the girls were saying how excited they were. They said it's one of their favorite things of the entire festival.
Are they going to do it?
They said they did last year, and then I think one of their moms is participating this year. So
okay. Well, it is... it's not only fun, you kind of let your hair down, have fun.
Not me. How about you?
Don't be, no, I'm not going to do it.
Oklahoma?
No.
Okay.
No, I cannot even compete in a karaoke contest, not even a hometown karaoke contest. But it's a lot of fun, cash prizes, and you would be surprised at the level of talent that you see there.
So
it gives
much
some
talent.
people who are not professionals kind of a chance to shine, kind of a little bit of dream. Could I do this? They get up in front of people. And,
agreed.
And, you'd be surprised what you might find. But that karaoke contest is the big event tonight. And then, of course, it continues Friday all the way through Sunday. Of course, the Telegram will be there covering it. The radio will be there every day covering the events. And I know I know that hopefully you and James will be up there some too to do some video
We're
work.
doing some planning after the show today.
Right, and of course, the probably the big day is Saturday, as it is, with these hometown festivals. The evening in particular, you've got the parade at 6 p.m. on Saturday. That's all through the streets of MacArthur, and we are fortunate enough to be the grand marshals of the Wild Turkey Festival parade. I know we've told you that before, but we are thrilled about that honor.
Yes.
And I know that a good many of us from Total Media will be walking in that parade, I think. And we'll be special guests at some of the events that will be going on. And then, of course, after the parade, the two big things to look forward to would be the crowning, the announcement and crowning of the 2023
the new royalty,
Wild Turkey Festival royalty, and then after that, Jess Kelly Adams will be doing her concert, and there she is. There's Jess
we love
right
her
there.
so much.
We hope that I know that the hope is that you'll be able to maybe connect with her on TV tomorrow.
Yeah, I think maybe we're going to hear from Jess tomorrow. It may not be in person, but it would be the next best thing. How's that?
Good. No, the wonder of electronics.
Yes.
Skype or whatever. But Jess Kelly Adams did an interview with Red Thompson Jr. We've already had that in the paper, and she is genuinely excited about coming to MacArthur for this. Of course, we've seen her at the Jackson County Fair before. She's been in this very studio being interviewed. Just an outstanding young lady, talented, been in the business 15 years now. If you can believe, I thought she was about 17.
I know, she looks like a baby.
Right, she really does. But she will be performing on Saturday night and is very excited about it, especially because her concert got rained out.
It did.
Last year, I think it was.
It was.
So this is kind of like a comeback for her. But talking about the girls who are contestants, we want to Dylan, if you could put that picture up of the girls who are the contestants. We had this picture on before. This was at an orientation meeting before the pageant. But they competed in a pageant on Saturday evening, the 22nd. That pageant actually determined who the new queen and the two attendants are, but they're not telling anybody until Saturday evening. They've been in suspense. It's in some bank vault somewhere.
Yes.
But we want to introduce the ladies, and we'll do it through this picture. If you look there on the front row, from the left, seated are Emma Leeming, Cassidy Graham, Bailey Wellman, Eliza Smith, and Brooklyn Burns. There on the back row, standing from left to right, Leah Hayslip, Casey Peoples, Jana Zimmerman, Lily Young, Allison Chapman, Gracie Peters. So 3 of those girls will become royalty, queen and 2 attendants. And the Turkey Festival does something that, some of the other festivals don't do as much. They have a bunch of other honors that they announce too.
They do, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, 6 or 7 different honors: Miss Congeniality, Best Gobbler, and there's cash prizes that go with that.
There are, and that's why they call it kind of a scholarship
badly
thing.
Needed money for scholarships,
absolutely,
or whatever. But other royalty, there's a Little Miss Wild Turkey Festival too. That girl and her 2 attendants will not be announced until Sunday morning, or at 11:30, I believe it is. And then later Sunday, there's Little Mr. Little Mr. Gobbler and Little Miss Gobblerette, and there's a baby contest. So all sorts of things. And on Sunday, do not forget, they've got the Gospel Harmony Boys in.
That's a big one.
Which should be a great concert, great timing for a concert on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the Queen's Contest, we want to tell you that they have a new category this year. One of those honors we talked about is called People's Choice.
Okay.
And this is where the public can get involved in picking that choice. And the voting ends tomorrow at 9 p.m., so you can still get involved in this. But how that works is the festival will be accepting PayPal votes for the Queen contestants. Donors are asked to go to the PayPal platform to cast their votes, $1 each or $6 or $5. It is imperative that the voters write People's Choice and the first and last name of the contestants for which they are voting. Voting concludes at 9 p.m. tomorrow on Friday. Voters can also give their People's Choice money to the contestant of their choice to turn in, so you can do it that way if you're uncomfortable getting on the computer. Or you may do so in person at the pageants, which of course are past. So some people have already done it that way.
Yes.
But once again, those contestants are Emma Leeming, Cassidy Graham, Bailey Wellman, Eliza Smith, Brooklyn Burns, Leela Hayslip, Casey Peoples, Jana Zimmerman, Lily Young, Allison Chapman, and Gracie Peters. And I tell you what, I had a chance to meet them all at that orientation meeting before the pageant, and those judges had a tough job there on the 22nd. They surely did. All right, so those are some of the things that we have coming up at the Turkey Festival. As we said, the radio station will be up there every day broadcasting, including today. Matt McKee will be doing some of that work, maybe not all of it. Of course, he's on Matt in the Morning Crew show right now. But that'll be coming up. Of course, we're going to be covering the festival a lot in the Telegram.
So much fun stuff.
We're going to have a special page of coverage in Saturday's paper, and then, of course, a lot more on the back end in next Wednesday's edition because we'll have all that weekend coverage coming. All right, I said I was frazzled because there's a lot going on today.
There's a lot going on.
This is the National Day of Prayer. Now, that's across the country, but there are three different programs going on in Jackson and Vinton counties. At noon today in Vinton County, there is a program that is taking place noon in front of the courthouse. And I believe that a young man by the name of Braden Wellman just graduated from Vinton County High School last year. He is one of the organizers. He's certainly the person out front doing the publicity and doing the posting on social media and so forth.
Okay.
Red Thompson will be there to report on that, but it's at noon in front of the courthouse. It's open to everybody. Some of the speakers will be Aaron Madowski, Randy Hardman, Perry Smith, Jim Taylor, Braden Wellman himself, and James Dimmel. And the concept of the National Prayer Day programs, pretty much in each of the three venues where there'll be programs, are basically theme prayers and some music usually thrown in as well.
Good.
The theme this year for the National Day of Prayer is Pray Fervently in Righteousness, and that comes from James 5:16 in the New Testament. There's always a national theme each year. Okay, the two programs in Jackson and Wellston are both this evening, and they're at the same time. So if you're in either community or in the area, you have two choices. In Jackson, that program will be at the Jackson Area YMCA at 7 p.m. It is a ad hoc committee that for years has organized that in Jackson County. And in Wellston, Officer Jay organizes that at the Life Source Apostolic Church. That will also be at 7 p.m. tonight. And in Wellston, they do invite the public to come out as early as 6:30 for some refreshments before the program. But we had the agenda for all three of these programs in one article in Wednesday's paper. It's also posted online. So if you want a little preview of what's going on there, then you can go online or pick up a copy of Wednesday's paper and find out. And remember, all three programs are free. They're meant to be open to the public. They want people to come. It is ecumenical. It isn't any certain church that does it. So
it's the big picture.
Right, exactly. And a lot of participation. There's singing groups involved and singers and Boy Scouts, and they really do these programs up right. We will have somebody at each of the programs, I think. We're gonna try to get to each of them.
I think you'll make it.
Right. As a matter of fact, I may have to leave the baseball game early so I can get to the Prayer Day program in Jackson. So we're stretched, but it's a good stretch.
Maybe there will be a mercy rule.
Okay, there may be.
I'm thinking positively.
Okay, all right. Well, tonight the Ironmen play Chillicothe, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, this is kind of breaking news. I don't have all the details, but our associate editor, Phil Buffington, was at a meeting last night of the Jackson County Democratic Executive Committee. It was held at the Jackson County Municipal Courtroom, and there were a couple of important things that happened. And, of course, we'll have more in-depth coverage coming later in an upcoming paper, if not Saturday's paper, certainly Wednesday. But we do want to break the news right here on Main Street TV.
Okay.
Rodney Smith, who has been in the past, he's always been on the Democratic Committee for years and years, Jackson area resident, lives in Jackson, as a matter of fact. He has been the chairman for many years. He's not the chairman now, Lisa Parker is, but he has remained active on the committee and in Democratic politics. Last night, they honored him with the title of Democratic Chairman Emeritus in Jackson County.
Nice.
So Rodney will forever be a Democratic chairman, not just active now, but through all history.
That's good.
Whenever you get that emeritus title, you know that you've earned it. You put in some time and you have some standing.
Yes.
And he was there to get that honor, and it was a surprise.
Oh, good.
So we'll be having that story next week for sure, if not in Saturday's paper. The other thing that happened, and this was Democratic committee business, it was announced earlier this year, not too long ago, that Rodney would be finally retiring as a member of the Board of Elections. He's been on the Board of Elections for a long time as well, as a Democratic appointed committee member. He is currently the chairman of the Board of Elections, but it was announced, he announced in a letter a little bit more than a month ago that he would be resigning effective May the 3rd. That was yesterday, of course. The reason for the timing of May the 3rd is, of course, we had a primary election on May the 2nd, and he wanted to serve through that.
Sure, makes sense.
He did. So effectively, that seat on the Board of Elections is now open. The Democratic Committee is recommending that Kim Milliken take that position.
Oh, okay.
Kim, of course, you need to be a registered Democrat to do that.
Yeah.
But Kim is the mayor of Colton, which really has nothing to do with the appointment, but that's how people know her. Kim, before she moved to Jackson County, was an elections official in Delaware County.
Definitely has the experience.
Oh my goodness, and that's a big suburban county near Columbus.
Experience.
So I don't know whether she was director or deputy director, because sometimes those positions flop.
They do flip-flop,
between the Republicans and the Democrats, but obviously that's an experienced person that would be coming onto the Board of Elections. Now, I know that there's been some controversy about the staff positions on the Jackson County Board of Elections.
To say the least.
I mean, it still goes on right now that deputy director position is vacant. That's a Democratic recommendation / appointment. That position remains open. On how board members go, however, I don't believe that the Elections Board has to approve that, but the Secretary of State does.
Okay.
So the Secretary of State has the final word on whether a board member can go on, but normally they accept what the committees want, Republican or Democrat.
Unless she's robbed a bank or something.
Member. And
which would be bad.
To my knowledge, Kim has not done that, and she certainly has experience in managing
Yes, she
elections.
definitely does.
So that was one of the things that happened last night. There was another story. We give Jeremiah Shaver, our multimedia journalist, who is a Wellston High School graduate, girls. Over there. But Jeremiah Shaver monitors the scanner.
He does.
So we get some great stories that way. We have to follow up and get them. There's some work on the back end for sure.
Sure.
But we've got a story that is online now that will be going in Saturday's paper as well. It was kind of a bad news story that turned into a good news story.
Okay.
There was a 10-year-old Amish boy who came up missing, lost in Washington Township.
Oh, no.
Which is north of Wellston, and it was near the Benton County line. This young boy wandered away from a cabin there on private property in a remote area where, there's not a lot of houses or anything like that. He didn't immediately come back, and a search was launched. They even called out the aviation unit of the Ohio State Highway Patrol.
Wow.
To make a long story much shorter, the boy was found safe.
Good.
But to get to that point, though, there were sheriff deputies, there was Jackson County EMS, there was Wellston Fire Department, there was the Highway Patrol, all searching, and they did find the boy. Good. And the property owner there told me that they felt like it was a very effective search. It was very important, obviously. Remember, we know what kind of weather we've had this week.
Oh, man.
They found the boy before it got dark, which could have been very, very important.
For sure.
In addition to only being 10 years old and being lost, he had hearing problems, had cochlear implants, and they were worried that they weren't working. So, he couldn't hear people calling out or whatever.
Yelling for him,
so
sure.
It was truly a tense situation
Oh,
until
my.
they were able to find him. And Jeremiah's got a story. As we said, we've got that posted online if you want to know the details.
Oh, thank goodness that ended well.
And we'll be reporting on that when we put out Saturday's paper, which, of course, we're working on today. All right. Speaking of tense, we had a situation related to the Vinton County High School prom that wasn't very good. It also ended well in that there proved to be no threat, but a young man in Vinton County was arrested in connection with a reported threat against the Vinton County High School prom, which was last Saturday. Remember, we had proms at Jackson High School and Vinton County High School last Saturday. And the Vinton County Sheriff's Office released this information over the weekend, but they said that on Saturday, their office received a complaint that an individual, turned out to be a young male, had made threats to bring a gun to the prom on that Saturday evening. Deputies began an investigation into the matter, which resulted in the suspect, Devin Bolin, age 18 of MacArthur. There he is right there. So he is an adult. That's an adult charge. No, now, what I don't know is whether he is a student or has graduated.
I was going to ask you next. Is that person
I wish
a student?
I knew that, but that information was not released. But anyway, he obviously, I'm sure, knows a lot of high school students. Not sure the backstory of why he allegedly made a threat or he was accused of making a threat.
Yeah.
But they were able to speak to Devin Bolin. They found him. They talked to other people who they considered to be witnesses, and they made a decision and arrested Devin Bolin, and that he was in the Southeastern Ohio Regional Jail, or was at least right after the arrest.
Ooh, bad decision, buddy.
Deputies worked with the Vinton County local school administrators, and the prom did go on. You know, they didn't have any, they didn't postpone anything or cancel anything. The activities went on. They were able to, in their minds, resolve the problem and know that there was no threat before the prom actually started. So, you know, we have another case where, you know, law enforcement became involved and intervened in time to have a good result.
Yes.
So, as you know, when these threats happen, you have to be very cautious about them. And you know, we have school lockdowns, we might have schools closed, all sorts of things that happen, you know, when there's any kind of threat involved, whether it's a physical threat or a called-in threat or whatever.
Yep. And it's just such a catch-22 because most of them turn out to be nothing, but you still have to treat them as if they are, because it may be that one time when it is something.
Oh, it always could be something. You know, if somebody says they're going to do something, you have to presume they might do it.
That they will. Yeah.
They might do it. You know,
very unfortunate.
Right. You have to look into it, and you have to try to allay that threat for sure. And in this case, that did happen in Vinton County. That would have been awful if they wouldn't have been able to have the prom, you know, big night of the school year at any high school.
Absolutely.
Okay, I know you guys talked about it yesterday here. James did. You know, he produced the video about the election, and so I know you had a talk about that.
Briefly, yes.
Right. So we just want to tell you that we do have news online about the election. We're going to have more in-depth stories going in Saturday's print edition, and they will be posted online as well. But, of course, the bottom lines in our election, GOP nomination, the Republican nomination for mayor of Wellston, Anthony Brenner, victorious over former city councilman Tom Clark. All the levies, there were 3 of them passed in Jackson County.
Yeah, and like pretty handily,
Pretty handily, right. Yeah. That was a countywide health department levy, 0.3 of a mil levy that's been on for a long time. It passed nearly 2-1.
Yeah.
A cemetery levy in Wellston that it was renewal passed by better than 2-1.
Yeah.
And then in the village of Cold, that
one was a hoot.
Yeah, that
16 votes.
16 votes, 15-1, but that's a big turnaround because it lost before.
15-1. It did lose before, but
15-1. That's kind of unusual, but
that one vote.
but I tell you,
hey, that means your vote counts. Listen,
that's exactly right. That's what I was about to say. Never think that your vote doesn't count.
Well, how many times have we had ties and one vote deciding elections here in this area? And I mean, you don't think it happens. We've seen it numerous times.
I have seen it. I've seen
for sure.
I've seen ties before.
Yes.
And you know what they do when there's a tie, right?
Well, they typically flip a coin, don't they?
They flip a coin. That may not sound
rock, paper, scissors.
Right. Well, they may even. I don't. Maybe you can do rock, paper, scissors. I know that you can flip a coin. You can draw a name out of a hat. Those 2 things have been done and can be done legally.
There you
but
go.
Still, it seems like a crazy way to decide who's going to serve in an
But
important
it's so
position.
cut and dry. You know what I mean? That it is what it is.
Of course, if there's a tie, there's always going to be a recount, an
Yes.
automatic recount, and there can be a paid recount even after that. If somebody says, let's do this again, I want to be absolutely sure. You have to pay for it, but
I mean, what are the
that can
chances of a
happen.
tie? But we've seen it happen, so your vote definitely counts.
It can happen, and of course, I know you'd address the voter turnout situation.
The 5%.
The 5.4.
Hey, 5.4. We'll give you that.
5.4%, and I know that you read into that. Well, why aren't people going to the polls? Well, it has a whole lot to do, obviously, with a few amount of items.
Not a
on
lot
the
of stuff
ballot.
to vote on. Sure.
Right, exactly. Only one countywide item on the ballot. Where it was a yes and no vote involved. And then in Wellston, that was the only one where there was a contested candidates race. So that has a whole lot to do with it,
Yeah.
Jennifer. But still, you wish that more people would go out and vote.
Sure.
I've never missed an election since I started voting in 1972.
Now that's saying something, Pete.
Right, I've never missed. And I know a lot of other people who feel the same way about
Yeah.
it. But
I can't say that, but I try to get out.
Okay. Did you vote this
very
time?
often. No, I did not, and I suck. I know. I actually did not, and I will admit that. So I'm one of the 94 point.
I'll just
6%.
say this: you're not alone.
I know, obviously, yeah.
All right.
But no, that shame on me, and I will admit it. I will not tell a lie here.
Okay, well, we talked about the proms last weekend in
We
Jackson
did.
High School in Vinton County. We got 2 proms this weekend. We've got one at Oak Hill High School and
Yes.
one at Wellston High School.
Are you girls going to prom?
Well, of course they're going to go to prom. Everybody goes to prom.
How fun! Do you have your dresses already? Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, we're going to tell you a little bit
We
about...
have some job shadowers, if you're wondering who we're talking to today.
Yeah, they're
You
off-
will meet them here in just a
Yes,
moment.
They're off camera, but we'll bring them on camera here. We want them to have the full total media experience.
That's
whether
right.
they like it or not.
Yeah, they're going to do it whether they like it or
Right,
not.
job shadowing, that's part of the deal.
Yes.
But anyway, as far as the proms go, if you go online or pick up Wednesday's print edition, we do have a little bit of rundown on the proms, which are a big deal in the high schools and in the school district communities, without a doubt. They were last weekend in both Jackson and Vinton County, and they will be this weekend, this Saturday, at Wellston at Oak Hill. In Wellston, the prom-related activities will start with what they call the walkthrough inside the high school gymnasium. That'll be at 6 p.m. That is open to the public. I'm sure there'll be lots of people there. The prom goers will be introduced by Danielle Delaney. The prom queen and king, along with attendants, will be announced at the end of the walkthrough. The prom is from 7 to 10 p.m. The theme is Miami. The after party will be held at 10:30 p.m. Girls, where's the after party? It's
The
at
middle
the middle
school.
school. It's
Okay.
not at the high school. I know they've done that in the past. So
Okay.
high school and middle school. And Dylan, if you could put up the prom candidates in Wellston, we'll introduce them. There they are. Okay, in the front row are the queen candidates. That means that they're seniors. Chloe Wilbur, Brindley Patton, and Lauren Fortner. And girls, that's by student ballot, isn't it? Student vote? Okay, so they're... They're Australian ballot
James just
now.
asked them who they voted for.
We're not going to get you in trouble. Well, anyway, the ones who got nominated are Chloe Wilbur, Brindley Patton, and Lauren Fortner. One of those girls will be the prom queen at
Okay.
Wellston in 2023. The back row are the king candidates. From the left, James Stabler, Jeffrey Collins, and Holden Wright. So one of those will be the king. There they are, the 6 royalty candidates at Wellston High School. Okay, we go to Oak Hill High School. The prom-related activities at Oak Hill will start with what they call the Grand March. That's like, the walkthrough at Jackson High School and
Yes.
Vinton County High School, the promenade that they have at Vinton County High School.
Yep.
But the Grand March, weather permitting, will be in front of the high school at 6 p.m. The prom goers will be introduced by High School Secretary Rita Malone. She has been a pillar
Love Rita.
in the Oak Hill schools for
She's
a long
awesome.
time. I think she's going to retire on us, but she will be doing the announcing this year. The students will then exit the main high school building entrance and walk by spectators along the front sidewalk, like royalty walking into the building. Spectators will be allowed to stand on the blacktop of the front entrance parking lot behind the yellow line on the curb to watch the Grand March, so they have plenty of room for everybody to take pictures and nobody's
Yep.
blocking anybody. if it's raining, and it's not supposed to be,
No, it's not.
they will go inside with the Grand March. The prom queen and king will be announced at the Grand March. Following the Grand March, the students will get the opportunity to enjoy a dinner from the Scioto River. Won't that be
nice.
And then after that, the junior-senior prom is from 7:45 p.m. till 10 p.m. in the gymnasium. The theme is Beyond the Stars this year. The after party will be 10:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m., and the theme for that is the Neon Beach Party. The students will have the opportunity to get prizes during a giveaway at the after party. They, the parents, the school, whoever does the organization, it can vary at the schools, do so much to make it a great event, a great experience for the kids.
Yep.
So, especially for the seniors who might be their last go-round. But Dylan, if you could put up the prom candidates for Oak Hill High School for us. There they are. Okay, if we look in the first, let's see, if we this is in the front row from left to right are the Queen candidates. Holly Barger, Victoria Bodie, Abby Konskaski, that may or may not be right, Katie Johnson, and Cameron Kirby. In the back row are the King candidates, Troy Anatero, Garen Brown, Drake Davis, Aiden Hall, and Rylan Sams. The prom king and queen will be crowned at the school's Grand March, as we said.
Gotcha.
So Oak Hill High School and Oak Hill High School and Wellston High School, big events Saturday. Involve just not them, but really the whole community. Everybody gets involved to make it a special experience. Okay, we want to talk about now some students who deserve to have some attention, and that is why I took time to send pictures to Dylan, and he's going to sort them out for me right now. I'm going to give him a little bit of a cue, because the honor graduates for our high schools are starting to be announced. The honor graduates are the top academic students in each of the schools. And they, of course, will have special attention before graduation. But at graduation, of course, they will have the chance to give speeches in front of their peers and the public. And both Oak Hill High School and Vinton County High School have announced their honor graduates. Both graduations at those two schools will take place on Friday, May the 19th, Friday evening, May the 19th.
Okay.
And 1 week later, both Jackson High School and Wellston High School will have their graduation ceremonies. We have not heard who the honor graduates at those two schools are, but we will soon, and we'll be sharing that information through our media platforms. But Dylan, if you're ready to start with Oak Hill High School, here are okay, tell me when you're ready, sir.
I have Vinton County High School honors.
Okay, there should be Oak Hill in a separate thing, but we can go back to that. Do you see Vinton County?
Yeah.
We'll do Vinton County first. You see the four persons there who are honor graduates of Vinton County?
Hey, Pete, can I take a second to interrupt?
sure.
While Dylan's working on that, we do have a message from our friends at Vinton County National Bank that we need to get to.
Okay, well, go ahead and do that.
Can you do that, Dylan?
Yep.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right. Vinton County Bank, doing great things.
Okay, well, isn't that a real live commercial? How about that?
I know.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of Vinton County, we do have those honor graduates and to talk about, and then we're still looking for the Oak Hill, email.
We'll find them, and if we can't find them, we'll do them some other time.
That's right.
All right, because they'll be honor graduates forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
For the class of 2023. Okay, here are your honor graduates for Vinton County High School for the class of 2023. We're talking about 3 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian. The salutatorian is the second ranking person. In this case, it's the 4th because there's 3 that tied for number 1. Okay, the 3 valedictorians for the class of 2023 at Vinton County High School, drum roll, thank you, are Karis Cottle. Karis is the daughter of Ryan and Missy Cottle. She plans to attend Ohio University with a major in health and rehabilitation sciences to pursue a career in physical therapy and also a minor in Spanish.
Cool.
Carrascato. Okay, the next valedictorian is Trista Sage Dunn. Trista Sage Dunn is the daughter of Brian and Tracy Dunn. Trista plans to attend Wright State University to study biology with the goal of becoming an animal scientist.
That's awesome.
Okay, the third valedictorian is Lindsay McKell Riddle. There is Lindsay. She is the daughter of Jeremy and Christy Riddle. She plans to attend The Ohio State University with a major in biology on a pre-medicine track.
Nice.
She wants to become an orthopedic surgeon.
Well, good for her.
So
That's awesome.
Yes, good for her. So those are the three honor graduates at Benton County High School. The salutatorian, Carrascato and Trista Dunn are the valedictorians. Lindsay Riddle is the salutatorian. I had that wrong. 2 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian.
Okay.
And the 2 valedictorians had perfect grades, 4.0, and Lindsay, I believe, was 3.99.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know what happened on that 1/100th of a point, but if she's going to become an orthopedic surgeon,
I think she'll be
I can
okay.
see why she was at least 3.99. Okay, did we have any luck on Oak Hill, Dylan?
Yep, we got him.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. The Oak Hill graduates, we have a bundle of them, all right?
Okay.
We have, for the class of 2023, we have, I believe we have 11 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian.
Well, there's some smart kids in Oak Hill, I guess.
All right. This year, and by the way, the graduation at Oak Hill will be at Davis Stadium at 8 p.m. on May the 19th. At Benton County High School, it will be in the gymnasium. Let's see what time that'll be. It'll be in the gymnasium. They didn't give me information on that, but it's normally in the gymnasium at 7 p.m., but we will double check all that. Okay, at Oak Hill High School, here are your valedictorians. Drum roll again. Holly Barger.
We're getting there.
When there's 12 of them, I
Dylan's
understand.
feverishly clicking.
Sorry, I do have it, but there's just so many. I'm trying to find which one it was.
Would you recognize the pictures, Pete? If he put them up, would you recognize who's who?
Only some of them. Only some of them.
He put them in there, but he didn't label them as the problem.
Oh.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that would be a little bit of a problem. Holly Barger is the daughter of Flint and Jody Barger. She plans to attend The Ohio State University, working towards a bachelor's degree with an emphasis in math and English. That's Holly Barger. All right, Garen Brown.
How about you just kind of read through it and Dylan will just kind of...
Yeah,
Okay.
he can
All
put the
right, all
picture
right.
up
We will do
as
that.
we go. Yeah.
We will do that. Garen Brown is the son of Stephen and Tony Brown. After college, he would like to move to Los Angeles or New York and pursue a career in film acting.
Nice.
So that's very
cool.
ambitious. And he will plan to attend The Ohio State University, by the way. Abby Donnelly. Now, we've seen Abby before because
Sure.
she is the outgoing Jackson Apple Festival queen.
Yeah.
Abby is the daughter of Josh and Lori Donnelly. She plans to attend Ohio University and major in business. And all the pictures that we're talking about will be putting up there. So you can see these honor graduates. We may not match them up.
There
That's
she
Abby
is.
right there. We know Abby
Yep.
from being in the Apple Festival Queen with that red hair.
Yep.
All right. Then we have Aiden Hall. Aiden Hall is the son of Rick and Susan Hall. He plans to attend the Florida Institute of Technology to pursue a career in aviation and a degree in aeronautical science for flight. Abigail Hanning is the daughter of Scott and Daylene Hanning. She plans to get a master's degree in school psychology after earning an undergraduate degree at Ohio University. She wants to study elementary and early childhood education. Jordan Howard is the daughter of Tim and Josie Howard. She plans to attend The Ohio State University and major in speech pathology. Paige Hughes is the daughter of Randy and Aaron Hughes. She plans to attend Shawnee State University and obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing. Katie Johnson is the daughter of Larry and Mila Johnson. She plans to attend college somewhere in North Carolina and major in education. Amelia Michael is the daughter of Adam and Susie Michael. She plans to attend Wright State University on a pre-med track with the goal of becoming an occupational therapist and opening her own practice. Reagan Michael is the son of Aaron and Andrea Michael. He plans to attend Ohio University and major in nutrition. He ultimately would like to become a dermatologist.
Okay.
Rylan Sams is the son of Robert Sams and
Dylan,
Angela
what are you doing?
Dylan, you're doing.
You said just to go through them. I was just going
No, where you're find them while he's talking.
Oh.
Find the person.
I thought it was a slideshow. That's what I was doing.
Well, put it this way, they're all up there.
Oh my
They've seen all of them
gosh.
multiple times.
We'll play
This
honor
is like the worst thing
we'll play
ever.
honor graduates.
Just put us back on, Dylan.
Better when you were just
Out there on Main Street TV. Well, hey, let's improvise. We'll have a contest. If you can identify
Yeah, if you
the
know who
most
this
honor
kid is.
graduates,
Sorry, I got
you win the
confused.
prize. What's the prize?
God.
How about a turkey drumstick?
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right. Well, Rylan Sams is the son of Robert Sams and Angela Jewell. He plans to attend Ohio University and further his education in healthcare administration. And the salutatorian is Michaela Dirth. She is the daughter of Christopher Dirth and Sarah Carmen. She plans to go to Kent State University and get a degree in nursing, and she wants to be a traveling nurse.
Cool.
All right, so there you are. Congratulations to the 12 honor graduates at Oak Hill High School and to the 3 honor graduates at Vinton County High School.
Very good.
Did you say Michaela for...
Michaela Dirth.
Okay, I do have that one right here.
Okay, there is Michaela.
Okay. Woohoo! We got
All right.
Hey, Dylan.
She is the traveling nurse. All right, but anyway, we had the honor graduates for Oak Hill in last Saturday's paper.
Okay.
We're going to have the
Where
honor
you
graduates.
can put the name with the picture.
Yeah, the names are with the picture, all right? You don't have to guess. And then the Vinton County High School graduates, we're going to feature in Saturday's paper. At least that's the plan that I have right now. Remind me all that, okay?
Oh,
Make sure
okay.
I follow through. All right? Okay.
And listen, this is what we do with interns.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, see, that's the dangers of live TV, right?
Right.
You know, if I say something wrong, you all know it, and I can't take it back. All right. Okay, speaking of education, the University of Rio Grande had a groundbreaking ceremony recently. We told you they were going to do it. Well,
Yes.
they did it, and we have, if Dylan will cooperate, pictorial evidence. Pictorial evidence. I'm sorry. There it is. Okay.
Dylan! Yay!
That's the groundbreaking. They had a groundbreaking ceremony on April the 21st at Rio Grande.
Okay.
Now this is serious now.
Okay.
They're building a big apartment
Get it
style
together.
dorm.
They are.
186 beds.
Yes.
186 beds. I mean, you can imagine what that's going to do for the housing situation for the students there.
Absolutely.
186 bed apartment style dorm on Ridge Avenue in Rio Grande. It is on the site of the Trinity Church, which has since been demolished.
Yes.
And so they're going to call the new, they're going to call it Trinity Hall.
Oh, that's
And
appropriate.
the 3 people
Yeah.
there are Ryan Smith. He is the president of Rio Grande University.
Yes.
The University of Rio Grande and Rio Grande Community College on the left. That is Alice Dukowski, who is the chairman of the Board of Trustees in the middle. And on the right is Deacon Perry, who is associated with the Trinity Church.
Okay.
So they wanted him to be part of the groundbreaking because the church donated their old property for this dorm. So
It's going to be really cool when it's done.
it should be finished sometime by the fall of 2024. That's the plan, and you can see they've already turned some dirt.
Yep.
There is Deacon Perry with President Smith there. All right. Okay. Another thing that we wanted to tell you about are some demolition projects that are taking place or will be taking place in MacArthur and in Vinton County.
Okay.
You know, the state gave counties all this money to do demolition projects. And the idea is it's not only going to make towns and counties look better,
Yes.
taking care of some derelict properties, some of which may be unsafe, but the idea is, this is through the Ohio Department of Development or part of the Ohio Department of Development, the idea is it will open up, it'll make neighborhoods look better, it'll make towns look better, and maybe even spur economic development because there will be property available to build on.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, so in MacArthur, and Red Thompson tells me this is a big deal to the folks in Vinton County and MacArthur.
Okay.
There is a house across from the courthouse at 108 South Market Street. There it is right there, right across from the sheriff's office and just very near the courthouse too. That is a building, that is a house, a large house that's going to be taken down. Now, there are vacant lots on either side of that house, so there's going to be some property available right there, commercial type property available right there across from the courthouse.
Nice.
Now, another way that they might go, this doesn't sound exciting, but it's important, is parking space. They could go with parking lots or parking lots on part of that property because that's badly needed in that area where the courthouse is and the downtown shopping is. Most of it is all on-street parking, and as you know, when things are going on, you run out of on-street parking.
Quickly, yes.
So another piece of property that they're going to tear down is the old Hamden Junction restaurant and bar that was on State Route 93. You've seen that before.
I have, and I remember when that property was a viable working restaurant. And I always thought it was a cool property, but it's just unfortunately
you can see
too far gone
you
now.
You can see it's kind of gone downhill. I remember, gosh, how long ago was the years fly away? It was a restaurant for a little while and was going pretty good.
It was. It's probably been 20 years ago now.
Time flies. But State Route 93, just north of Hamden, and before you get to South Elementary School.
That's a great property right there on the highway.
On 93. Yeah. The village officials in Hamden and I think the development folks in Vinton County feel that there are commercial opportunities here once that is torn down. But those are two of the properties that are going to come down in this first round of demolition project. I think there's a total of 5 properties that are involved in these first round of contracts. Some in MacArthur, the one in Hamden, and one in Allensville. All right, another thing that happened in Wellston, this was a ribbon cutting ceremony, and this was at 22.5 Ohio Avenue. It is the Grace Clinic ribbon cutting. And this was some of the folks who were at the ribbon cutting ceremony. And there's also this wider picture where you can get an idea of where you're at, but that's on Ohio Avenue in downtown Wellston. Grace Clinic is an all-volunteer organization that provides medical care for uninsured people.
Okay.
And, uninsured, doesn't mean necessarily that you have no income or anything. It just means you're uninsured and you know how expensive medical care is.
Sure.
They can do some procedures there because these are professionals, doctors and nurses that staff this, all on a volunteer basis, which is great. And they can also refer you to where you can get help if they're not in a position to do it. I mean, it's just a small place.
But it's so needed.
It's a first step, a professional first step. If you need some help and you don't have insurance. Or you don't have funds. So that's the Grace Clinic at 22.5 Ohio Avenue in Wellston. The Jackson Area Chamber of Commerce actually did that ribbon cutting because Grace Clinic is a member of the chamber. Grace Clinic actually started a couple years ago, but they wanted to do the ribbon cutting to re-emphasize that they are there and that they are there to serve the public.
That's true.
All right. 2 girls from Jackson County, and they happen to be sisters. This is such a neat story. We're going to try to get it in Saturday's paper. There's 20 members of the Ohio State Junior Fair Board, 20 over the entire state. Well, 2 of them are from Jackson County.
No.
And 2 of them are from Jackson County, and they happen to be sisters.
That is so cool.
How about that? Elizabeth Fannin, who was the 2020 Jackson County Fair. Remember they put her in the Ohio 4-H?
Yeah, the Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame, and she went to the 4-H Congress in Atlanta.
Yep.
Well, Elizabeth, for the second year, will be on the Ohio State Junior Fair Board. They do all sorts of volunteer things to help the fair people during the state fair, which I think is July 26th through the August 6th. And Another person who got picked was her sister, Madeline Fannin.
Nice.
Madeline, of course, remember she was in the news not too long ago.
Yeah,
She is the
on the fair-
2023 Jackson County
Yeah,
Fair Queen.
yeah.
So both the Fannin sisters have been Fair Queens, and now they have the distinction of being on the Ohio State Junior Fair
That
Board.
is awesome.
So congratulations to both of them, Elizabeth Fannin and Madeline Fannin, and we will have that story, we hope, in Saturday's paper. I say I hope because it is a work in progress right now.
Very good.
All right. The Jackson High School Arts Festival is taking place today and tomorrow
Yes.
at Jackson High School. It will be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. today, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday. And when I say that, those are public hours. You know,
So you can go to the high
Right.
school.
School's going on, but you can go into the field house, I believe is where it is. And you wouldn't believe how much art is out there.
James said he was able to go up and take a look at the stuff, and he said he was like blown away by the talent that we have, you know, in our area. Like he said, it was just unbelievable.
Drawing, painting, sculpture, mixed media.
Yep.
They used to have some composition. I don't know whether they still do, but they consider that part of
That was
of
that was my
creative
only
arts.
contribution to the art festival was my poetry and stuff because I can't draw.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Me, Brittany Potter from Zip Printing, and Chris Penix got to go and we judged it last night.
Okay.
It was real. I mean, it was really cool. Like it surpassed.
You were
all
blown
my-
away.
Yeah, I was pretty blown away by both the quality and the amount of work. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's really, really cool.
Cool.
The highlight, I thought this was actually not technically part of the art part. It was kind of its own thing. But there were like book art where people kind of decorated books. It's hard to explain, but it's super cool. So yeah,
Okay,
definitely
check it out. Get
Okay.
out there and
Right.
support the kids.
Can't emphasize enough, even though school is going on, during the school hours, I mean, there's hours after school too. You can go up during school hours and not feel, that
Weird or
that you
locked
can't do
out.
that. Right. And Sean
Yeah.
Gentry is the Jackson High School art instructor and the director of the Arts Festival, which has been going on for some time now at Jackson High School. So once again, that's free and open to the public both today and tomorrow. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. today, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Friday, featuring the artwork of students in grades 9 through 12.
Very
All
good.
right, we want to remind you, we might have said this some time ago, but I'm going to tell you again because it's tomorrow. The Jackson Lions Club is holding one of their veal sales at the Farmers Sportsman booth.
Okay.
It will be actually Friday and Saturday, May 5 and 6, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. both days. It will be
Nice.
at the Farmer Sportsman Fish booth. A lot of people know where that is, but if you don't, Veterans Drive, not too far off Harding Avenue, if you make that right out, like you're going out towards Walmart. It's right there on the left. They will be selling veals for only $5. You can also get some beverages, and they are going to do something else there. Do you remember when the Lions Club, you've been around a while, so maybe you do, the Lions Club, I've been around longer than you. Does that make you feel better?
No.
The Lions Club used to sell these heavy duty brooms. Do you
Yes,
remember
the
that?
brooms. Oh, definitely.
They've got them again.
Yes, those are
They will be
awesome.
selling them there at the veal booth for $18 per broom on a cash and carry basis.
They're laughing about. We're excited about brooms,
Okay.
aren't you? They're laughing at us.
Okay.
They're not laughing with
well,
us. They're laughing at us.
If you have to use a broom, you want a good one, right?
That's exactly right.
Well, these are very good brooms.
They are.
I know
They're
that
really
they
good.
bought some here. They were standing out by the door there
Yep.
for a while. They are heavy-duty
Yes.
brooms that will last.
Yes, they will.
And then, of course, whenever you buy a veal from the Lions or you buy one of their brooms, you're helping them do good things in the community.
That's exactly right.
All right. So some other things that are going on real quickly this weekend. There's a Shred It Day at the Sylvester Memorial Wellston Public Library in Wellston.
Helpful.
That'll be 9 a.m. to 12. It is a free service because a lot of times you need stuff shredded and you don't have a shredder yourself.
That's right.
It is free. You can give them a donation because it does cost them some money to do it, but it's not required. Open to the public. Jaffe is going to be doing its off the road ride on Saturday,
Yes.
May the 6th. Sign-ups are at 10 a.m. The ride leads at 12. That's from the clubhouse out there, the Apple City Motorcycle Club clubhouse on Clubhouse Road, just outside Jackson.
Okay.
But it's $40 per person, and that'll get you on the ride, get you a T-shirt. You'll get some food before the ride. Children can ride for free. The first 20 Jeeps will get a free toe strap. All proceeds go towards funding children's benefits. So Jaffe and the Apple City Motorcycle Club, they really, Jaffe does the Apple Festival, but they do a whole lot more for the community. Amazingly, that they get into other things, but they do the food giveaways, and they do this Jeep ride, and they do Christmas presents for kids. And the Apple City Motorcycle Club is a partner in that. Oak Hill Festival Flags has a flea market going on Saturday, May the 6th. It will be at Etna Park in Oak Hill. 7:30 a.m. setup to 9 a.m. is when you set up. It starts at 9 a.m. It only costs $5 for a 10 by 10 foot outdoor spot. And then you can sell. Other people will be there. It's bound to increase your sales if you wanted to have something like a yard sale or a flea market. They're calling this a flea market.
Cool.
And the reason they're doing it is that they want to raise money for pre-sale ride passes for elementary students. The Festival of Flags goal, through donations and through events that they may conduct themselves, such as this flea market, they want to be able to give free ride passes to all the kids
Love
at Oak
that.
Hill Elementary
That's
School
so amazing.
for the Festival of Flags, which of course is Memorial Day weekend. The Canders Cave 4-H Camp has that open house this Sunday. It'll be from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Canders Cave 4-H Camp. You can see the facilities out there, and they have all sorts of activities planned so you can have some fun.
And it's going to be nice.
Right, exactly. Jackson County Senior Citizens Day, we told you before, we'll remind you again, or maybe I didn't tell you, so maybe I'm telling you for the first time. They have scheduled it. It's a week from Friday, May the 12th at the Wagon Wheelers Hall. Every senior citizen in the county is an honored guest.
That's awesome.
You don't need to be sent an invitation in the mail. They want you to come. You don't have to be active with the senior citizen centers to come
Just
either.
come have some fun.
No, it's called Hats Off to Seniors. The dress code is casual. Everybody is encouraged to wear a hat, funny, stylish, old, new favorites, anything else. There'll be vendors there, appetizers, lunch, music, dancing, door prizes, games, and a contest for the best hat. All that, and it's free on Saturday, done by the Jackson County Board on Aging.
Cool.
We have a few minutes here to meet our job shadowers.
Yes, come on over, girls.
Okay, here, I feel a tremendous responsibility. We all should feel a responsibility because what's going to happen is they're going to be here most of the day.
Yes.
And they will either be encouraged about the journalism field, or they will be
or they're going to run for their lives, one or the other.
So this is very important. Come around here, girls. Jump.
Let them have your spot.
Yes, they can.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to kick Pete out, and they can come on over. Come over and sit down, girls. And this is so exciting. Come on over, have a seat. Pull on up to the microphone so they can hear you.
As bad as a tetanus shot, don't worry.
No, it's not bad at all. So tell everyone who you are.
I'm Chloe Skidmore.
Okay.
I'm Shayla Rice.
And you are what?
Seniors at Wellston.
Okay. And what made you want to come hang with us for the day?
I've had an interest in journalism for a while, and I just wanted to see what it was about.
Okay, fair.
I enjoy writing, so I wanted to check out a career that's centered around writing stuff all the time.
Very good. And you guys have so much fun stuff going on. This is such a cool time, I know, for you as being seniors and being kind of your school career ending, I guess, wrapping up. So what does the future hold for you? You all headed to college, or what are you doing?
I plan to go to Ohio University and pursue an English degree.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the University of Rio Grande for elementary education.
Oh, very good. See, they have their stuff together. So you have something exciting coming up this weekend. You have your prom.
Yeah.
So are you excited about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So describe your dresses.
Okay, so I haven't really told anyone, but it's...
Oh, is it a secret?
I was giving you but I'll go ahead.
Okay. Man, you spill the beans here.
It's lilac, and then it has flowers on it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, very good. Pretty.
Mine's just pink, and it just has sequins all over it.
Cool. Are they straight dresses, or are they big ball gowns, or somewhere in between?
Mine's pretty straight.
Yeah?
Mine's the poofy one.
The poofy one. Okay, cool. So it's fun that there's all different varieties of dresses now. You know, that's really cool. All right. Well, so what's been your favorite part of being here so far today?
I've enjoyed watching this, the element of the live news.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, cool. Well, you will get to do a lot of fun things today and get to experience. The cool thing about Total Media is we do have so many different facets right here under one roof. So you get a little taste of everything.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Good. Well, we're so happy to have you here today, and good luck in your futures.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. And thank you, Pete, for spending your morning with us. All right. Well, we've got to get out of here for the day. Thank you, girls. And good luck and have fun at prom.
Thank you.
All right. And we will see you back here tomorrow with our good friend Jess Kelly Adams. And also, as a surprise, maybe some friends from Economic Development to make some announcements. So there you go. Have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
thetelegrammnews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, thetelegrammnews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
thetelegrammnews.com.
Subscribe today at thetelegrammnews.com.
Check it out.